When MLK Day pops up, people say, "Well, what did Dr. King think about today?" And then, we don't know what he'll think. But the one thing I do think that he probably wouldn't like is the prison industrial complex. And so when I was researching, and my numbers might be off, but I think he got arrested like 29 times.
Yep.
And as bad as Jim Crow was back then, King was able to get out. Sometimes he had to stay for a while, but he got out. And I don't know, in the prison industrial complex we had today, I don't know that he'd be able to get out 29 times. Can you tell us a little bit about his experiences going to jail and getting arrested?
Yeah, he knew that going to jail was valuable in terms of calling attention to his cause. And he sometimes, arranged or hoped to be arrested because he wanted the media to focus on what he was protesting, but he suffered for it. He was really afraid of being in prison. As Coretta said, you can't take it for granted as a white person. You don't have any idea what it means to be locked in a cell away from public eye when you don't know what they're going to do to you in there. That people disappear from places like that. And King was sometimes, put in the back of paddy wagon, driven 20 hours through the night to a remote prison. Nobody knew where he was or when he was coming out. That was frightening for him. But to your larger point, Michelle Alexander in her book, The New Jim Crow, talks about the incarceration state that we've created, and that when King died, when King was assassinated, this country had a choice. We could have embraced his vision. We could have used that as a moment for the government and for all of us to redouble our efforts to make his dream come true, to work on poverty, to work on income inequality, to work on hunger, to work on fair wages for workers. And instead, we focused on creating an incarceration state. We focused on, arresting the people who were rebelling in the streets and cracking down on crime and creating a war on drugs and doing exactly the opposite of what King wanted to see us do.